Ian and Anna, and in today's video we're going to be sharing with you the best things to do on the incredible Spanish island of Mallorca. Now, we haven't been here yet, but we've just heard unbelievable things, so we can't wait to explore. Let's get right into it. We're starting off our trip in Mallorca the right way with a boat ride. We actually rented the boat and have it to ourselves for 8 hours. I'm the captain today, and although I do have my boating license, you don't need one to rent the boat. So if you want to rent a boat in Mallorca, just go ahead.
You could fit up to 5 people on this boat, so it's great for families or a group of friends that wants to have some fun. You do get a little wet when it's rough out because it is a smaller boat. We're about to go dock near some beaches and have our lunch real quick. Just poured some wine, and Anna made this unbelievable charcuterie board out here. She packed us a lunch box, and then we got some salamis, chorizos, brie, and some crackers with some jam. What are you doing on the back of the boat already?
I'm trying to pee without falling in. It's actually not too cold.
I did not know Mallorca had a coastline like this one. It is gorgeous. We're just going along these massive cliffs alone with no one in sight. Anna's being a great captain. I can't believe I get to just enjoy the ride.
Just pulled up to another cove. Here there's actually a beach that we can swim up to, and there's tons of fish surrounding us right now. So we did bring our snorkel, and I think we're gonna jump in soon, but first I need to heat up a little bit more.
Because Mallorca is an island, all the beaches are gonna be pretty packed, especially during summer, but one way to beat the crowds is to head out in boats like this and go to these small coves where no one can get to, because this beach that we're at, no one can get here other than hiking or with a boat.
If you missed us in Portugal, you can click right up here, but that was the first time we had gone to a beach in Europe in a couple years, and so we kind of forgot about the topless thing, so there's just breasts everywhere. We just have a hard time filming, but then my problem is when it's completely nude. Like, the last thing I want to frickin' see when I go to the beach is a dinkle, and so right next to us there's a boat that's anchored, and there's these 2 old people, and they're just completely naked.
They're like touching each other's nipples and doing all this stuff. So I'm very uncomfortable, and we just want to hang out in this cove and swim.
It's a lot for Americans because we don't go to the beach expecting that.
Yes.
But here it's at every single beach. For Europeans, this is very normal. So we actually booked this boat through Get Your Guide, and we'll have the link in the description below for you. They're the sponsor of this video. If you've been watching us, you know we're obsessed with Get Your Guide. They're the best booking platform for experiences all around the world. You can book anything from a private boat for 8 hours to a cooking class that we're going to be taking later on in this video. They always have really good tour guides. I definitely recommend downloading Get Your Guide if you're a traveler, because you may find something on there that you didn't even know existed. I'm loving having that extra factor of seeing all these homes as you're driving in the boat, not just cliffs. These houses are just so beautiful. There's really a great picture spot around every corner. Sadly, we have to go back in because our 8 hours is up. I just beat Ian 11-1. But I will say, 2 days ago, you were beating me like 11-4.
No, this does not happen. Anna just creamed me.
Sometimes it does. Remember once in Charlotte, I beat you 11-0?
I don't know if a lot of Europeans know about pickleball, but I think a lot of you play paddleball.
Yeah, it's probably similar.
Yeah, this is not a pickleball court. This is a tennis court.
We just have imaginary lines for the kitchen.
Yeah, but this campsite is amazing. I will have it linked down in the description below for you guys. It's one of the only campsites for vans on the entire island. It has a pool, courts, barbecue stations, everything you could dream of. It's 27 euro a night, which is high up, but remember, you're on Mallorca and it's an expensive island. But we are gonna try and wild camp maybe tonight or tomorrow night.
Yeah, so we can show you guys where to park for free.
Today we're heading to one of the most beautiful coves in all of Mallorca. What that means is that it's gonna be really crowded. We're taking the walk right now. It's really hot out, and I got so burnt yesterday on the boat. So I'm using an umbrella, and I know everyone's probably making fun of me. If I learned anything from my time in Southeast Asia, is that they do it the right way when it's really hot out and sunny. You got an umbrella for shade.
Oh my my gosh, this is insane. I didn't do any research. Ian did. He picked this place. So I'm just like astonished right now. I love that little building over there next to the cove. And then people are jumping in that whole area. The water, of course, couldn't be any more sparkling. It's a really nice spot. I feel like I could spend all day here.
So you're not gonna be coming to this cove for a nice sandy beach. There's barely a beach at all. You're gonna be laying on the rocks like we are and just jumping in. You come here to enjoy the crystal clear water, and that's what we're about to do. Let's jump in.
I opted out of cliff jumping today. I know you're so disappointed. Truth is, it's just too cold for me. The water's fine. It's when you get out and there's this wind. The biggest plus side is that May is much less crowded, but you're sacrificing maybe some problems with weather. It's just a risk you're willing to take to beat the crowds.
One of my favorite parts about the entire cove are these small houses right on this hill over here. It's such beautiful buildings, and I just can't believe people just hanging out down by boats over here. It's definitely a great picture spot.
Believe it or not, this isn't even the most beautiful cove here in Mallorca. Right around the corner here is Cala del Moro. We're gonna check that out right now.
Wow. The view from up here, I did not expect this right around the corner. So you have two beautiful coves you can spend all day at. This one looks a little bit shallower and a lot more sandy, so I bet the water is perfect down here. I mean, this water is crystal clear.
It's really, really beautiful here. This is something you see in movies.
5 p.m. and there's not too many people down here. I could see how it can get crowded. There's not too much space on the beach, but I love everyone playing volleyball or paddleball. I can tell you right now, I am blown away by Mallorca. And we haven't even done too much yet, but I can tell you this, you're gonna wanna come here.
Just be careful coming down to this beach because it's a little bit more dangerous and off-road rather than the other one. They have modern stairs.
Now we're going back to our van, but one last look at this place. It really looks like a pool. After the coves, we got dressed up and we came to this small little town. It is so dang cool with all these colorful shutters, and we're having dinner in this beautiful courtyard.
We're at Anoa. The sangria is amazing. And then we're sharing a salad and grilled plate. We've actually had nothing but great meals here in Mallorca. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing a cooking class and I can show you guys some traditional meals, and then hopefully we'll get some good recommendations from our chef. Google has been failing us a little bit with the Spanish cuisine.
It is a rainy and cold day here on Mallorca, so we are visiting the capital city of Palma. This is probably where you're gonna fly into and most likely stay around. It is a gorgeous city. There's so many tapas bars, and just walking around for a full day is worth it, especially seeing the cathedral and all these pretty side streets.
Today we're going to be doing a cooking class. I'm really excited because we actually haven't had any authentic Spanish dishes yet.
Hello, how are you? I'm Luis here from Mallorca. If you need a chef in your village, just you can call me. This is our family kitchen. Today we are going to teach them how to cook 6 dishes, typical dishes from mainland, and some tapas also from here, from Mallorca. And I hope you come one day and enjoy with us. We're going to do the Spanish tortilla. I'm going to give you my grandmother recipe. The potato is already peeled, okay, it's not boiled or anything. We cut it in half because we have more stability. And from here, okay, we're going to cut legs like this. I see people do it like this, and this is when the potato gets stuck in your knife. But if you do it with the pointed part, okay, the potato stays on the board.
I always have that problem.
Garlic, okay, potatoes, onions, okay.
We used 8 eggs and I whisked them, and then he put salt in. The protein mixed with the salt creates a really orange color. It also thins out the egg. Doesn't it look like orange juice?
Now you put it this mix, okay, inside here, almost to the edge. Well, we separate a little bit with the spatula, and what we do is we check the color. When we have a nice golden color here, we'll flip it with this. A good tortilla is when it's not super dry, it's creamy inside.
Anna, you did so good. I did not expect this to be the tortilla. Very thick.
So far we've made the Catalano creme, which Abby and Caleb made, and it's basically a creme brulee. Up next was the sobrasada, which is a cured meat. It's pork and it's very local here to Mallorca. Basically, he just cut it up, put it in a pan, and put some honey on it. I think this is like the 5th cooking class I've taken in different countries, and I just love how everyone goes about it differently. Here, people are going up and cooking one dish, and the other ones are watching, and we're relaxing and chatting. So it's creating a really good vibe. Next up we have pomoli, which is bread toasted in the pan, rubbed with some garlic, tomato, like literally rubbed the tomato, 1-year-old cheese, and then he tops it with his family's olive oil. These olives, he says they're more bitter this year because there wasn't as much rain on the island. This cheese, oh my god. Oh my god. You taste the hint of garlic rubbed on the bread.
It's just simple. What are we doing now is the pattern peppers, okay? We are going to burn them a little bit on the sides, okay? And then we are going to fry them for a few minutes. They are from Galicia, from the north of Spain, because some monks, they went to South America to spread the word of Jesus, and one day they had to come back and they brought these seeds. They start to work on them, and now we have these sweet peppers that they are very famous in all tapas bars.
So right now they are cooking all the seafood for the paella. Unfortunately, I was unable to get a spot for this class because it's a total of 8 person and Anna was the 8th. So Lewis was nice enough to allow me to come in and film and show you guys. And the atmosphere in there is so much fun. Everyone's laughing, having a good time. It's people from all over the world. A couple on their honeymoon from New Zealand. You got a work group, people from Germany and Lithuania, and it's just so much fun meeting them and enjoying wine and food.
And then now we're having the paella. I'm gonna squeeze some lemon on it. This is amazing. The texture is similar to a creme brulee, but flavor isn't. It's very lemony and cinnamony. So interesting. Delicious on the palate. That was probably one of my favorite cooking classes. 10 out of 10 recommend. Like, if you guys want some authentic Spanish cuisine and you love cooking and just like socializing, meeting new interesting people, definitely take a cooking class here in Mallorca with Lewis.
Right next to our lunch, we found this pastry shop that looks famous for some reason. We don't know, but it looks delicious too.
It's called Corn de Theater. I got a vegan apple cake.
And I got I don't know. Can you let me know down in the comments if you're Spanish what this is?
It was so crowded in there. I was like, oh, we better go in there. It looks like people like it.
And dessert after lunch, it's a must.
So there's a sign here that explains the shop. It says, we offer traditional pastries from Mallorca made with local product and ancestral techniques. We defend a resistance attitude against the devastating globalization. I feel like that's so sad. Devastating globalization. It's a good way to put it. I hope everyone out there knows that Ian and I, we love culture. Like, we come to countries to try local stuff. We don't want globalization either.
After we finished up exploring Palma, we had to go to another beautiful cove and celebrate our 8-year anniversary. Well, 8 years of dating anniversary. Our first date was in 2015 on May 7th. So we're just gonna get some wine, go down to the beach, go to an Italian restaurant tonight. Let me tell you about parking here on Mallorca. If you're gonna bring a van or even rent a car, you gotta get to these beaches super early, because if not, you're gonna have to park far away and walk, which isn't too bad anyways, but still. This beach is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, it's a little wavy today and cloudy, but that does not take away from the fact that the water is really blue, and then the beach is not too packed.
So we parked above and then took a bunch of stairs down. There's this big parking lot over there. So if you guys can find that one, I would recommend doing that.
I'm gonna actually link it down below for you guys. So Anna, how do you feel on your 8th anniversary today?
How do I feel about us? You're all right.
Wow.
I'm kidding. Love you more than the day I met you.
Wow, really?
Woo.
Not as cold as you think.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice. The water is super comfortable for early May. So if you're nervous about weather, it's only 75 and cloudy today, but you're definitely able to swim.
So I know this video is about Mallorca, but if you didn't know, we shipped our van from the US to Europe, and I'm getting a lot of questions about it, and also a lot of people interested in van life. I don't want to be that person that is the reason someone buys a van and then hates their life. Van life is amazing and it makes us extremely happy, but it's not for everyone, and you have to be very self-aware before going into it.
And on top of what Anna said, we'll be over in Europe for 2+ years, so you can click this playlist right up here to watch all our videos if you missed any. Now, for those of you interested on getting a van from mainland Spain to Mallorca, it was super easy and you could book online. First, we shipped our van from Valencia to Mallorca, and that was around 350 USD. And then Mallorca back to Barcelona was super cheap, and it was only $60. Those prices are inclusive of your tickets and the price of bringing the van on the ship, which really blew our mind.
The shitty thing about being a woman in any drinking scenario, whether it's water, whatever, you always have to pee. So therefore, I will be swimming because I gotta go potty.
When I saw Anna in this suit this morning, I was like, mamacita.
Do you know how many swimsuit companies I've reached out to work with me? Because every girl on Instagram's like, where did you get that suit? And then I'm like, hey, swimsuit companies, everyone wants the suits I wear, and no one will work with me. So if you have a swimsuit company out there and want to work with me, I love swimsuits. It's my dream to work with one. Woo! What was a belly flop?
You always tell me you're this great swimmer.
I told you it was too high to dive. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Just got dressed up for dinner and we're gonna go get some Italian food.
Fun fact, this was one of my reception dresses at our wedding. I highly recommend getting dresses that you can wear again, like on vacation or whatever.
Oh no, I highly recommend that.
Yeah, financially.
I love all the colorful shutters. You always see green, blue, red everywhere, and then these are all stone buildings, and it's just gorgeous.
Dinner was amazing. We didn't want to vlog during because we were enjoying our night. Well, we started the night with a focaccia bread with burrata and some prosciutto on top. Best way to start the meal. Ian had gnocchi with like a blue cheese gorgonzola. And then I had carbonara, which was delicious. And then we ended the night with the best dish in my opinion, a pistachio lava cake.
And also, they have a lot of vineyards on this island, so we had some Mallorca red wine. And if I could recommend one thing is to rent a car in Mallorca and go into these small villages. As you see, they are really cute, and just going in there, they'll have all these amazing restaurants just like the one we went to. We love going to find places that are not packed with a bunch of tourists like Palma is. We had so much fun sharing Mallorca with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, subscribe down below, and follow our journey across Europe over the next year. Can't wait to share the next one with you. Woo!